Hi, hello, and welcome back to another Drag Race outfit ranking. We are talking season 10 today of my top 10 favorite looks from this season. This is a really interesting point in the Drag Race franchise because we are really starting to both lean in on very heavy runway themes rather than some of the things that we've gotten in previous seasons. 8 was one of the most egregious of not really having runway prompts in kind of this era of Drag Race, and we're also getting some really solid looks, so I'm very excited to talk about this season and some of my favorites. I tried to make it as even as possible. A lot of you have been commenting over the last couple videos, just make this a so-and-so video, just make this a Sasha video, just make this a Violet video. And I understand the concerns and criticisms. We all have our own opinions on things that we like. So these are the outfits that I liked and these are the looks that I liked and why. So without further ado, let's jump in. Starting at the number 10 slot, we have Monet Exchange in Hats Incredible. So the reason why this is at number 10 is because of how colorful this look is and how different it was for Monet. Pretty much everything in this season for Monet was kind of low-key, a little nightclubby, but maybe not a nightclub that I would tip at, but that I would certainly go and get a drink and, oh look, there's a drag queen. All right, well, that's been a fun night. So I really liked this look because it was such a departure from everything that we had been seeing from Monet this season. Love the accessorizations, love that the hat matches the suit and the pencil skirt. I'm not crazy about the shoes. I think this sort of like velvet pink color is a little ugly. I would have preferred maybe like a black shoe, but everything about this look is spectacular and really, really smart for what we were seeing from Monet that season. In number 9, we have Aquaria's Feathers runway look. Now, when I think feathers, there's a lot of ways that my brain goes, but one of the ways that my brain would never go would be a dead bird or a bird that had gotten arrowed. And I think this is so smart. I really love the way that there's this tool that goes down into these chunky feathers at the bottom. I love that she even has this feather headpiece. The makeup is really nice. We don't usually see blood on the runway, so anytime a queen is willing to go for blood, I think that that is a smart choice, and I think it's inventive and different for what we normally get. Plus, this is a really cool concept on the challenge. In number 8, we have Cameron Michaels' Feathers look. I love this look. I think this look obviously saved her from the bottom that week because she really should have been bottom 2, but I mean, come on. The gold into the black is probably one of the best details here because oftentimes when you have a solid look, it's very hard for the eyes to find a visual focus. Then she was also smart by doing this really bold red lip. So we've got 2 nice focus points so that it's not just black on black on black. I also like the Nude Illusion mesh that's kind of right in the middle. I think that Cameron was one of the best dressed that night. I really love all the different kinds of feathers that are present here. Very solid look. In the number 7 slot, we have Dusty Ray Bottoms in Very Best Drag. I cannot tell you how often I think about this particular look. A slutty suit, like an office suit in black and white stripes with polka dot is insanity, but it's so cool. It's very New York. Something about this definitely feels like a workhorse queen. I love the fact that Dusty was told to change her makeup, so she removed the dots from her face, but then put polka dots on her outfit and then wore these tights that had polka dots basically all over them. So like a little bit of a middle finger to Michelle by including those dots elsewhere, but I love it. I love the boldness. I'm not crazy about the glove nails. These were very trendy at the time, but these particular ones have a little bit too many elements on them. Plus, the color is so unnatural, it looks a little muppety, but it's really my only problem. Maybe the boot wasn't very smart either, but I mean, this particular outfit, if we're looking from ankles upwards, this is one of my favorite looks that's probably ever come out of the show. I really, really, really love these colors on her. I like the style of this, and I would wear this casually to brunch. In number 6, we have Cameron Michaels in the Silver Foxy look. What I appreciated about this was the prosthetics, which we really don't see that often on Drag Race. Especially up until this point, there were not a lot of queens who were using prosthetics. We've seen more of that kind of in the recent seasons of queens leaning in on that, and I think it's always such a fun way of bringing us back to, you know, classic camp drag references like Mrs. Doubtfire. That's very much what this is giving me, is Mrs. Doubtfire. I love the accessories. She looks like she's about to go to the bingo hall on a cruise ship. I love everything about this. And then the turquoise pops are really fun. It's gaudy. We all know this old lady that we see shopping on Sundays who just is wearing the most for no reason and looks so tacky, but yet you kind of love that she's so fierce for it. So I think this is a cool look. In the number 5 slot, we have Mo Heart's Drag on a Dime. The fact that this did not make top 2 or top 3 that week is kind of a farce. This is one of the biggest Drag Race snubs in my opinion. The way that Mo was able to construct this skirt to give it so much volume and shape. When cards are a really hard material to work with, it's also been lined, which is brilliant, so it's not just ugly cards at the bottom. Lining any fabric is a way to make it look more expensive. So when you line something that's unconventional, it shows that you're thinking. And I mean, Mo looks so good. Love the sculpted hair, love the neck piece. Everything about the bustier is perfect. It's really just a crime that Mo did not end up winning this week, because I think she should have. In the number 4 slot, we have Aquaria's Mermaid Fantasy look. God, I can't say enough good things about this look. So again, Aquaria's brain went somewhere completely different. Aquaria was not thinking about a beautiful, glamorous, sparkly mermaid. She was thinking, what does a mermaid look like in this era where we are polluting the ocean and there are oil spills constantly? Cue Bob's Burgers oil spill song. And Aquaria thought a mer person would be swimming around in all that gunk and filth, so if they were fished up out of the ocean to come and do a runway walk, they're gonna be covered in sludge and slime and goop. And that's why this is brilliant. The latex is incredible. I love that it's even been sculpted with breasts on it. Aquaria wasn't really like a breast queen, so it was nice to see some shape here. I really don't like the wet hair look ever, but it's smart here and it works because everything looks drippy. This is one of my favorite looks of probably many seasons, and I think about this very often. In the number 3 slot, we have Mo Heart's reunion look. I love the popcorn bucket dress. We've seen people try to do popcorn dresses before, but I don't think any of them have had the same kind of camp factor that Mo's reunion dress was. I love the shape of the hair. I love the headpiece with the popcorn in it. I love that this is sort of like a felty material. It's very cute on top of the latex. Really smart choices were done here to make everything pop. It's camp, it's colorful, it's so Mo's drag, and I am obsessed with this look. Plus, with how dramatic this season was coming to the reunion, like, I am here to eat up everything that is served to me. I love this. In the number 2 slot, we have Asia O'Hara's Inner Saboteur look. I like the idea of what she was going for with both looks, with having the showgirl with the orange balloon coming out, and then the Inner Saboteur has the balloons, but they're charred and they're dark. Everything about this is very evil looking. Even down to having these fishnet stockings with the boot. Everything is so maniacal about this, plus having her bald head out. This was so smart, such a good look. It really says evil. And I don't know if you would necessarily think like Inner Saboteur if you were to look at this, but you would definitely know that this is not a good character that's being shown on the runway. And that's what I respond to really well. It's so different for Asia, who was bright and sunny and warm all season. And then we see her in this dark, maniacal look, and it gives me chills. In the number 1 slot is Aquaria's Inner Saboteur look as well. This is so brilliant with all the different animal prints on top of each other. Again, Aquaria not being afraid to use blood, having blood on the gloves, having blood on the apron, having this bright red lip that matches that blood. I really love this 3D printed bone mask. I love the hair. Something about this looks like a mad scientist who maybe has been pulling apart drag queens and putting them back together and taking out their bones to create these structural face pieces, and there's something evil about it all. It works, and it's so smart, and it's so good, and having the feather detail is the same thing that Asia did. I love this look, and I think about it often. Aquaria burned down this runway with Asia. I wouldn't have been mad if it was a double win for both of them, because they were so good. I do want to say really quick that the logistics of that episode had to have been a nightmare to film, because they had the good queens come out and do their runway walk and then get critiques on them and then go back and film themselves fake reacting to judgment that may or may not happen, and then had to get out of that drag to get into their saboteur drag to go out, walk, get critiques, react to the good girls, and then do the lip sync. This had to have been an insane episode to film and probably the longest filming day. I am not surprised that we have never seen this challenge again, and I hope we never do. So ending with that has been my favorite looks from season 10 of RuPaul's Drag Race. What were some of your favorite looks from this season? Let me know in the comments below, and I would love to see those. And also be sure to check out some of my other favorite looks. There's an entire playlist that you can go and check out. Thank you for watching, and see ya on the flip. Hey, thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, make sure to click that like button. And if you want to see more, hit subscribe. Goodbye.